Hello, this is Sofia with the November 2021 light forecast and light language activation. So for this month, there's a lot happening. I don't know how was your month of October, but for me, it felt like there was a deepening in the air that caused either sensations of lots of tiredness or just bursts of energy. And November will feel a little bit lighter and yet the same. So we enter again the eclipse season with the in the new moon at the beginning of November and then also in the full moon. So as I was sharing before, because we enter the season of eclipses in June. So I invite you to have a look at the energy update of June and see what was there. So I'll bring a little bit of that information here because it's almost that what you were moving through that this whole era from June to now, there's a deepening and an upgrading of that energy. Whatever you were working on, moving through, energetically integrating, releasing, and breaking through to access your true self, the true nature of who you are, your essence, and life itself. There's a deepening, there's a new level that we collectively are entering. So eclipses give us the opportunity to what has been eclipsed to bring it into the light. So November is a time of revelations, not only personal revelations for yourself that will deeper align you with the truth of who you are, the rising of this new consciousness on the earth, the awakening of the heart, the awakening of the new human on the new earth. And so any revelation that is needed for you to access that new rising of consciousness is what is going to come through this month. There's going to be some of you that is going to be feeling like you have reached a level of purpose within yourself that it's almost you have never felt before. There's a reason why you're on earth, and it's the first time you're feeling this is why I'm here. And there's other parts or other others of you that will be feeling very times of crunchiness and tiredness and a sense of um, pressure, like pressurized. Um, and that's fine. Both states are allowing for the same, ultimately the same thing to move through you and for you to access that it's a new level of awareness of the truth of who you are and a new level of expansion of your consciousness that is in alignment with the truth of who you are, therefore your essence, and it's calling you. It's almost your soul and life and the love that life has for you here is calling you to your greatest power and therefore to the truth of who you are, so you can realize your highest power through the truth, seeing you through the truth of who you are. So that's the piece about revelations. The other piece that I want to share is that at the beginning of this month, around the February, I was sharing that I was seeing how the energy was felt like a volcano, like that energy of the volcano. It's like getting to this culmination to finally it explodes and the whole top of the volcano explodes. And there's this whole breaking through of old ways of paradigms, conditionings that we have been nursed through thousands of years, like my generation and prior generations that have created the programming of fear, of searching outside ourselves for answers, searching for value at ourselves, a program of scarcity and disconnection and separation. And so, all those paradigms, all those ways of thinking and connecting with yourself, with each other, and the planet are breaking down and have been in the process of breaking down because it's a natural process of evolution. And that process of evolution is natural. It's going to happen either way. Even if you're on board or not on board, it's happening, and it's happening for all of us. It's happening for all humanity, and it's happening on the planet Earth, as the planet Earth is a living body and you are part of the living body of the Earth. So that's one part of who you are. The other part is the soul nature of who you are, your essence and your spiritual beingness. And so the in February I was receiving the message that in order to get that rich soil that is that exists after a volcano, that is one of the richest soils, everything has to break down and everything has to die, completely die, not halfway, but completely die. So in a way, it's like it's now it's coming as when you go on a cleanse or you do like a parasite cleanse, and it's like all those creatures, they begin to die off and release that toxin. That those are the crunchy days. Those are the days that you want to stop the diet, you want to stop doing the cleanse, and those are the most important days, because in the day when those parasites die off, they release that toxin, and that's when you have to stay on it, stay in alignment, do everything that you need to nourish yourself and take care of yourself, because that's gonna be the day that if you choose to stop the cleanse, then it's gonna come right back. If you continue diligently and do everything to nourish your body, nourish yourself, and continue with the cleanse, then that's when it completely clears and you clear that. So October has been this time where it's like this is the time where the parasites are dying and they're releasing that toxin. That is the time that it's like, or you continue moving forward or you're not. And November is gonna be kind of the end of that. So for some of you, that's why I was saying it's gonna feel that it's crunchiness, it's heavy, and so just nourish yourself, ground yourself, do everything that you know within you that will support you in the process. And is that part of the healing process that things get worse before they get better? And for others of you, you're gonna feel like you've been through the die off, so now you're like getting this burst of energy, this burst of inspiration. So there's a kind of sense of new life, new creative energy flowing through. And so in this new sense of energy, I wanna come back to the process that it's been happening. So the human heart has been awakening. So we've been going through processes of heart awakening, heart opening experiences that connect us to yourself and to each other from the heart, that is calling us the soul and the heart of the universe, the heart of the earth, the heart of humanity, the heart of life itself, is calling all of us to our highest expression of love, of self through the essence. And that's also going to be in different ways, and it's going to be manifested and translated in different ways. You can see it in the world right now. People are starting to rise, to open their voice, to speak. Even countries where that hasn't happened, now it's happening. There's certain countries where oppression was kind of an insecurity and uncertainty was something of the everyday life. And we have seen that before. And now there's countries where that hasn't been the case that are experiencing that. And they're getting the understanding of that experience. And so they're using their voice, or they're expressing their voice. And um, it's bringing, in a way, it's bringing the whole world together. And so in this awakening, through the energies of June and July, there was the awakening of the cosmic brain. And the cosmic brain is that universal brain. So I remember years ago where I got the understanding that because in the world that we live in, that we bring ideas into matter. So from non-form into form, and from infinite to finite, just such as the internet, it's a direct connection and translation of the energy when you're connected to your own source, to your own wise one and inner teacher, inner God within you. And so for that, we are connecting to returning home to our body, and therefore connected to your heart. And that's the gateway to your spirit, to your soul, to that higher expansive energy and larger perspective of who you are and life and beyond yourself, life itself. And that's your own personal internet. And so this process of connecting to the cosmic brain that is creating cohesiveness with your heart. And now we're entering into an activation of the cosmic body. So there's more light that is available to be held in your body. So what is happening at the same time is that because you can hold more light in your body, the density, the matter is turning into less dense. In that process, all this die off that I was explaining will continue to die off, because as the energy continues to increase in speed, in a way, not in positivity or highest. I'm speaking about, because I don't want to speak about positive or negative. I'll bring this information back again. I'll come back to this piece because it's gonna be a point in November as well. So as the energy continues to speed up, um, then what it happens, you can see the stars because they go in the speed of light, and they're close enough that your eye can actually see the light. And so this is the same thing that is happening. You are light, you're an energetic being. And the body is, the cells of your body are turning and holding more light because you're holding a higher level of consciousness. And you're aware of it as well. You're becoming more and more aware. As your cosmic body is igniting, you're holding more light. So everything that is not in alignment with that, it's going to continue to fall down. So this is the breaking down that I was explaining about the volcano. Not only the top of the volcano explodes, but everything dies in order to have that very fertile and nourishing soil. And everything, just as you are clearing all paradigms, all belief systems that are not in alignment with your true essence and the truth of who you are, it's going to continue to fall off. And it will continue to fall off in a gentle way, or not in what it feels more like a crunchy and hard way. So there's gonna be the waves of process where it's like you're gonna feel elevated, you're gonna receive lots of insight and revelations, you're gonna feel this creative flow, passion, and purpose arising, and then at the same time, there's gonna be a process of grieving and sadness and loss of energy and feel really tired because your body is processing higher level of energy, therefore higher level of light, and therefore more information. And the release of information and the integration of new information is very high right now. So your body is doing a lot. That's why it requires a lot more energy outtake. Just when you're learning something new, it requires a lot of focus and attention and presence. So you get tired. Even when you're teaching somebody something, it requires a level of focus and energy that it it's tiring. So this is what is happening right now. So lots of gentleness, be gentle with yourself, to come back to your spiritual practice and be diligent, because this is what is going to help you to stay in alignment with yourself and your process and the truth of who you are, what is real and what is true to you. And that leads me perfectly to the third and last theme. That is, we're getting to the heart of the matter. The heart of the matter. And what does this mean is that we're arriving to a deeper sense of integration of who you are, your life, and the world, and what is needed in the world. And the image that I was getting is that the rain falls down on the earth, and then that water from the rain goes deep into the earth, and it stays there running through the water systems down below the core of the earth and the layers of the earth. And it lives there, and nobody knows very well what happens, that there's a moment where the the water rises. This is the spring water, and this water it's pure magic, because it contains the minerals uh, from deep on the earth, and it's a pure water. It's one of the purest water you can drink. And it contains not only those minerals, the minerals is all that precious information, because it's been, or since it fall from the rain, it's been maybe thousands or millions of years that it's been running through underneath the core of the earth, in that darkness, in the womb of the earth, and then finally rises above the surface, becomes available. So this is a process of integration. There's a sense of finally, there's a sense of that which felt broken, beyond the idea that we could ever be healed, or healed and come together. Now there's this new sense that there's a hope, there's a sense of that it's already happening, of this deep integration where the rivers begin to flow clean again. That which that felt that it was beyond repair, is feeling that there's a sense of repairing itself again. This is this is the power and the magic of regeneration, of not only your body, also the earth, a continuation of the body of the earth, and relationships and energy, because the energy and the power is renewable. And so it depends on the energy that you're inviting in, and the process, and trusting the process and the timing as well. So there's this sense of balancing of perceived opposites. um, Whatever once you saw as black or white, now you begin to see the gray, because this, as the cosmic brain and the heart, and now the body is coming in online, you begin to have and actually access those new levels of consciousness, where it's already the energy on its own, the higher frequency on its own creates the healing. creates that water to be cleansed and clear and clean again. So we're becoming a clear channel for the divine. That is the emergence of the new human and the new earth upon the planet. So there's a sense of, I was really feeling this sense of healing deep-seated resentment, and even the sense and relationship that we have about humanity, those things that feel beyond repair, now they feel that there's opportunity for repair. And in fact, we'll begin to see those tissues and those connections, they begin to heal and reconnect and work with one another again. And um, so in that, an energy really activated, because in the energy of resentment, and I'll do a specific video about this because it's precious information that I want to share about this, is that there's something that happened that it goes beyond repair. And so in that, there's a level of stuckness. And so the fact that there's new movement and flow entering into that energy is precious, because just a new energy creates a new possibility. And the possibility is endless. It can look in different ways for each one of us. But the fact is that there's a new possibility, there's a new movement that is creating a new opportunity, a new possibility, a new outcome, and a new life as well. And so to finish here, the three energies that I want to bring forward, because of the themes are getting to the heart of the matter, and it's this sense of integration and balancing the perceived opposites. The next one is the energy shifts, and that's going to be in all levels, in the activation of your cosmic body, your cosmic brain, and the cosmic heart, the awakening of the heart. Um, that is facilitating the emergence of the new human and the new earth. And so the three themes is spiritual practice. So the importance of your spiritual practice to connect with your unconditional alignment. And what this unconditional alignment means, that you're in alignment with yourself and the truth of who you are, regardless of what the outside circumstance is, whatever is happening outside in the world. You have committed to yourself to be in alignment with yourself and what is true for you and what will serve you, in the sense that you're loyal to your heart. You're honoring your heart and your values and your truth without disregarding or fighting with anybody else. That's the old way. The new way is that as you receive somebody else as they are, you're expanding your awareness. You're expanding and bringing richness to your whole being and to your awareness, to your consciousness in a way. The second is forgiveness and compassion as new revelations begin to come up and show up. And there's this sense of the spring water, this piece of the spring water rising, coming from the core of the heart of the earth, and that womb, from the womb of the earth, and rising as a clear, pure water. And the third is longevity. Longevity in the sense that it can show up in the ways of how you're showing up for yourself, the leader of love, leadership outside in all levels, how you're connecting with yourself and others and life itself and your purpose, how you're relating to yourself, to others on the planet. So it can come, the longevity in all different levels, in innovations that you're doing and your new habits and attitudes that you're setting up for yourself and in your life, that are creating longevity for yourself, for your soul, for the human race, for the earth. And so beginning to think about longevity. So this is it's going to be an area and an energy to focus. So, unconditional alignment, revelations as forgiveness and compassion, and longevity. So, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful month. And I'll see you next on the light language activation. And I'll also, towards the end of the video, you'll see that I'm sharing a little bit about what it's been in works and what are new trainings and programs that you can connect next year to continue this journey of evolution and leading in love and connecting with yourself. So I wish you for a beautiful month and stay nourished, stay connected, and stay in the love that you are. Bye bye. Just allowing the transmission for more light to be fully integrated within your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, and your human body, to really allow your soul, divine self, to be birthed and incarnated fully in your human self. So taking a deep breath in into your heart center, feeling the sole of your feet on the earth, feeling your body on the chair or the floor, wherever you are. Ishiniatunu rukua al. Initua emma koroto alai. Isia orunku alaneteya. Usumaku ante eyahom. Ashinia tuya oratua yalawai. Initu umbru aholayata ei. Isinia yeno to olaku ayato ama. Anitua eroto umbayawa. Osia to iala kua ane tu a en tua ama kua horo tu ushu alaya. Onia tua yala koa yene toro yalai. Iria tua le yo koya mo. Oho mae yo koya. Oho mae yo koya 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 ye. Srunualateya shanate. Oh, Sirioya mohe poyawai. Hihiyotayala yakomaye. Ho maye toya. Ruata janate. Ario hola yana he. Iya payawa. Taking a deep breath in into the heart. Beautiful. And just allowing the energy to continue to flow. And just increasing the energy flow of your light, your connection to the light, you as a channel of light, as that point of connection between the infinite with the finite. You are that meeting point between the infinite and the finite, between the subtle realm and the physical realm. Your stream of consciousness that is vast and infinite, that the mind is just not able to grasp the greatness of your stream of consciousness, the consciousness that you are and that you're connected with. And so just bringing your body, your presence to here now, as you continue to integrate more light of your being into your world, into your life, into your voice, into everything that you see, everything that you sense, you hear, you feel, and you touch, and you do, and therefore you are, and you are being in this world, in this life, right here, right now. turhana te eia ko am te shene eretuayalana. Arritua ena tu ampoyala. Anisua neya tu enta eiomoku uru. Tirianuara tuayala komne tuayala kuayala toya toye toyana nuare tuara sanayala kwane. O taya to tiara la kwane shuana taya tuayala tuayana tuara sonia tuayal. Amia tuayana tuare tu hamanaya tuayala kuayala tuaya tuaya so maya to la kua. O tua ye toya na o tu hua i mana pala kua mene turua ye tua ya la kua na tua shiena tua ya la kua na Taking a deep breath in. So the last piece was a healing and attunement to the light that you are. Beautiful. So I hope that serves you. Just allow yourself to be here for a few more minutes to integrate as I feel the energy just continues to move through. And yeah, just stay here for a few minutes, just in silence. I invite you to bring your journal and just allow your soul to speak to you, and as it will have some messages for you. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful month. Bye-bye. I also wanted to share a little bit of what I've been up to and all the new offerings that I'm bringing forward, and also all the things that are still in creation. So, one really exciting thing is that on February of 2022, I'm bringing Awakening to the Language of Your Soul, and it's a light language training that it's 9 weeks, and we meet every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, where you'll be able to connect to that remembering of who you are at a soul level. It's an opportunity to connect to your voice, to connect in a deeper level with your spirituality and who you are and your divine nature, and the journey of your soul and what you have come here to bring into the world and create. And also you get an opportunity to express the language of light, that it's your unique soul expression. So you get to speak, you get to sing, you get to write, and you get to sign light language. And that begins on February, and the registrations are open. So I'll put the link there as well. And then in January, I am opening, this is the first time that it's been in creation. It's called Alchemy of the Heart. And I've done it in the past in person as a process of connecting with your soul, but more like a workshop, and it was very hands-on and processes in with other people. But since I'm doing it online, I'm doing it more as a way of for you to learn about your what are your patterns. So learning having a deeper understanding of who you are and in your personality, and also connecting at the same time with the larger perspective of who you are. So kind of bridging the power of your words and all those stories and belief systems that you have created, and how to shift into different paradigm, basically different way of thinking that is more aligned with your soul, with your divine self. We're gonna also dive in into emotions, to your purpose, to how to lead in love and be a leader of love, how to communicate and show up in difficult conversations, and transform the sense of conflict into a way that it's an expression of your authenticity and you as a leader of love. And so that's called Alchemy of the Heart, and it's 12 weeks that we meet for 90 minutes. And that begins on January for 3 months, and then we'll begin again, I think on April. I don't have the date quite yet, but I will post it. And the last piece that I also want to share, I thinking of bringing again the Council of All Beings, that is a space to gather in community and to really get to experience not only that sense of true belonging, but also have the opportunity to connect with one another, and also to share our love for the earth, and to share the connection with all beings. And it's a beautiful experience. I was doing it last year during the winter season, and just all the messages that were coming through was just really, really beautiful. And lastly, but not least, I started to write a book, and it started in the summer of this year. So it's still in progress. I'm still writing. So hopefully by next year it'll be ready. So now it's there, it's put out into the world, into the collective. So I wanted to share that that's been in creation and in process. And the book, it's about empowering love in yourself, empowering love in others, and empowering love in the world. And it's basically through my life experience, what I have learned and what I know. So I'm basically sharing my wisdom and sharing processes as well, that you get to do as you read, and move through the processes as you read the book. And I'm really happy with it, and it has ignited a deeper sense of commitment with myself, with my mission, with all of you that follow my work and that you're in connection with me. And so I'm excited about that, and I'm happy to be in this project of creation. So I wanted to share that that's in progress. And as always, you can also connect with me for one-on-one coaching sessions and also healing sessions. I open up the Divine Blueprint and the birthday language transmissions. That those are really fun. That people were asking me to bring those back. So they're there and available to you as well now. And that's kind of it. So I hope you have a beautiful month. You can also see my free resources that they're all on the website, for my newsletter, where I put a wisdom story at the end of the month during the full moon. And then the updates, such as this one. I also have other videos on YouTube and free meditations on Insight Timer. So there's lots of you for you there to support you in your journey. And send you lots of love and a big hug. And I see you soon, and I hope you have a wonderful month. Bye bye.